Okay, so when it comes to detention, I want to point out that it's not that the law itself has changed. Nothing has actually changed when it comes to detention. The elements, the requirements to detain anyone in the United States are the same. What has changed is the intensity in which these detentions are occurring. During the campaign, we heard a lot from the Trump or current president about conducting mass deportations. In order to get to the level promised, detentions had to occur. What we've noticed in the first 100 days of this presidency is a large volume of detentions. Most of them have not led to the deportations promised because there are due process and steps that need to be taken for these deportations to occur. People have rights and you can present your case before a judge. But we have noticed that many cases that normally wouldn't lead to a detention, that would normally lead to a case maybe let go or just overlooked, are now being processed in detention. So that's why I appreciate having the opportunity to explain when a case, particularly an H-1B visa, could be subject to detention, so that we know it's not a change in the law. It's just something that we need to be on the lookout. Obviously, the most common way is we need to understand that a visa can be revoked in all candor for any reason. The U.S., the same way they issue the visas, they have the authority to revoke said visas. The most common way to revoke a visa is when we are accused of a crime. This is an important distinction because we don't necessarily need to be actually convicted of a crime. The simple accusation is enough. And this is also important because the government recently passed significant law, a new law called the Laken-Riley Act, that also encourages the government to actually seek forward detention of anyone accused of certain crimes, particularly violent crimes or crimes of theft. So keep that in mind, that if you are accused of a crime, of course, that will lead to the revocation of your visa, but it would definitely lead to your detention, but based on this new law.